Please join with me as we salute our nation's flag. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to introduce from the School of Technology, Shreya Drubra and Shreya Vatapello to sing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Right, please. Forward, march. Fire. 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 Fire.
Please remain standing while Reverend Williams gives the invocation.
In the spirit of unity, won't you take your neighbor by the hand? Since you chose to stand next to them, I'm sure they're a good person. Let us bow our heads and pray. O thou who art everlasting to everlasting, without beginning or end of days, replenish us with heavenly grace at the beginning of this year, that we may be enabled to accept all its duties, to perform all its labors, to welcome all its mercies, to meet all its trials, and to advance through all it holds in store for us with cheerful courage and constant mind. O Lord, suffer us not to be separated from Thee either by joy or by sorrow, or any sin or weakness of our own, but have compassion upon us and forgive us and keep us in the strong confidence of Thine eternal love. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Amen. Please be seated. Adequate notice of this meeting, held the second day of January 2015, has been provided through resolution adopted by this board on December 10, 2014, and through the posting of said resolution in the Administration and Records Building and in the courthouse, and by mailing the resolution to all newspapers circulating in the county, and by filing a copy of the same the Morris County Clerk and the Clerk of this board. I have received from the Morris County Board of County Canvassers certificates showing the determination of the election of William Hank Lyon as freeholder for a term of 3 years and John Pecoraro as surrogate for a term of 5 years, and I have placed said certificates on file. At this time, I ask William Hank Lyon to come forward to take the oath of office for freeholder. Officiating is the Honorable Mayor Sam Morris of Mine Hill Township, holding the Bible, his parents, Robert and Suzanne Lyon.
I'd also like to invite my brother, Gary.
I,
William Hank Lyon,
Hank Lyon,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties of the office of Freeholder of the County of Morris,
perform all the duties of the office of Freeholder of the County of Morris,
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my abilities.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
At this time, I ask John Pecoraro to come forward to take the oath of office for surrogate. Officiating is Honorable Thomas L. Weisenbeck, assignment judge of the Superior Court. Holding the Bible is his wife, Rosemary. Thank you.
All right. Please place your left hand on the Bible, raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I, John Pecoraro,
I, John Pecoraro,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will perform all the duties of surrogate of Morris County
and I will perform all the duties of surrogate of Morris County,
faithfully,
faithfully,
impartially, and justly, according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Excuse me. This is the fifth time I stand before you as being elected to the position of surrogate. I became the surrogate in 1994, and it's a humbling experience each time I take the oath. You see, in my position as, I get elected to the position as, and the full title of the position is Judge of the Surrogate Court, yet I'm elected because it's the only elected judicial position in the state of New Jersey. Every county has a surrogate, and we all get elected. And that particular election process is an empowering mechanism for the surrogates because it gives us a sense of independence that the surrogates courts need in order to do their job properly. Why is that the case? Because I report directly to you, the people of Morris County. And in that particular case, let me tell you something, I will never let you down. I'll be frugal with your money. and I will provide you, I will insist that my office provide an excellent service, the best service of all surrogates courts in the state of New Jersey. Thank you very much.
I will now call the roll for attendance. Freeholder Cabana.
Here.
Freeholder Cesaro.
Here.
Freeholder DeFillippo.
Here.
Freeholder Crickus.
Here.
Freeholder Lyon.
Here.
Freeholder Mastrangelo.
Here.
Freeholder Scapicchio.
Here.
A quorum is established. Nominations for director for 2015 are in order.
I move the appointment of Kathryn DeFillippo to be Freeholder Director for the year 2015.
I second that nomination.
Freeholder Cabana.
Yes.
Freeholder Cesaro.
Yes.
Freeholder DeFillippo.
Yes.
Freeholder Crickus.
Yes.
Freeholder Lyon.
Yes.
Freeholder Mastrangelo.
Yes.
Freeholder Scapicchio.
Yes.
Kathryn A. DeFillippo is duly elected. At this time, I ask Kathryn DeFillippo to come forward to take the oath of office for Freeholder Director. Officiating is Honorable Assemblyman Anthony Bucco. Holding the Bible, her husband Bob, who is also councilman for Roxbury Township, also her son Rob DeFillippo Jr., daughter and son-in-law Laura Jean and Tim Hanault.
Before I administer the oath, I just wanted to take a few minutes, and I asked Kathy if this was okay since she's now going to be the director, just to take a few minutes to say a couple of things about her. First, Kathy, I'm honored that you asked me to officiate at your swearing in as being director of the board for the 2015 term. I've known Kathy for a number of years, since the time that she joined the Roxbury Township Council, where I have the privilege of serving as its attorney. And when Kathy joined the board, she came in ready to work and eager to learn. And she did just that, gaining the confidence and the respect of her colleagues, so much so that they elected her to be the mayor. And she handled that position with grace and dignity. And I watched as she left the council and came to the Freeholder Board. And she took that same work ethic and leadership style here to the county. And now tonight, her colleagues have chosen her unanimously to lead them, as her colleagues on the Roxbury Council did a number of years ago. Now, Kathy, none of us are naive enough to think that this job is going to be easy. But whenever I think of leadership, I think of a quote from probably one of our greatest presidents, Ronald Reagan. And President Reagan said that the greatest leader is not necessarily the one that does the greatest things. He, or in your case, she, is the one that can get everyone together to do great things. So I am confident in your abilities, and I'm honored to be able to swear you in to lead this county in 2015.
Thank you.
Ready? I, Kathryn A. DeFillippo,
I, Kathryn DeFillippo,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New Jersey,
of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties
all the duties
of the office of Freeholder Director
of the office of Freeholder Director
of the County of Morris,
of the County of Morris,
according to the best of my abilities,
according to the best of my abilities.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
May I have a nomination for Deputy Director?
I move the appointment of John Cesaro to be Deputy Director for the year 2015.
Second the motion.
Clerk, could you please do the roll call?
Freeholder Cabana.
Yes.
Freeholder Mastrangelo.
Yes.
Freeholder Cesaro.
Yes, thank you.
Freeholder Crickis.
Yes.
Freeholder Lyon.
Yes.
Freeholder Scapicchio.
Yes.
Director I'm sorry, Director DeFillippo.
Yes.
I'm so used to doing it.
Not this year.
At this time, I ask John Cesaro to come forward to take the oath of office for Deputy Freeholder Director. Officiating is Honorable Senator Joe Panaccio. Holding the Bible, his wife Melissa, along with his sons Jake Thomas and Braden Scott.
I'm going to take a liberty. John doesn't know. He didn't ask me. First, Happy New Year from the 26th Legislative District, and I don't know if I saw Betty Lou and Jay Weber here. Regards. It's my pleasure to swear John in. John, for a number of years, has been my unpaid ambassador. God knows you don't do it for the money anyway. But I'm very proud of John, especially his leadership that he's shown on the Freeholder Board when it comes to issues like ethics and transparency reform. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
And John, by the way, it was so nice to see you here tonight with your lovely daughter. You ready? Okay. Somebody's got to hold that Bible.
Yeah. Okay. Come on, Jay,
Repeat.
you could hold the blanket too. Okay. Yeah. Good.
Hey, you want to do
Sorry,
this?
guys.
I state your name.
I, John Cesaro,
Do solemnly swear.
do solemnly swear
We got a Giuliani thing going on here. That I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially, and justly perform all the duties of the office of Freeholder, Deputy Director
the office of Freeholder Deputy Director
of the County of Morris,
of the County of Morris,
according to the best of my abilities.
according to the best of my abilities.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
You gotta do the shake hand thing.
Yes, oh, that's right. Victory lap, right? Congratulations. Thanks, Tom. Thank you for the nomination.
I'd like to start by recognizing a number of people who are here in the room tonight. I'd like to start, and if you could please hold your applause till after I'm done with the list, that would be appreciated. But not demanded. Congressman Rodney Freelandheisen. Congressman Leonard Lance. Anthony R. Bucco, former freeholder and now senator of the 25th District. Anthony M. Bucco, assemblyman of the 25th District. Michael Carroll, assemblyman of our 25th District. Joe Panaccio, senator of the 26th District. George Dryden is here representing Assemblywoman Betty Lou DeCrose, also of the 26th District. Morris County Clerk Ann Grassi. And former freeholder. Morris County Prosecutor Fred Knapp. Morris County Sheriff Ed Rochard. Morris County Surrogate John Pecoraro. The Honorable Thomas Weinsbeck, assignment judge for the Superior Court. And Assemblyman Scott Romano. We also have here tonight former state senator and former freeholder Leanna Brown. Former Assemblyman Dick Kamen. Former freeholder and mayor of Morris Plains, Frank Drutzel. Former freeholder John Inglesino. Former freeholder and current Morris County Republican County Committee Chairman John Setti. Thank you, and thank you for coming tonight. Good evening, and welcome to the 2015 reorganization meeting of the Morris County Board of Chosen Freeholders. We appreciate your sharing this moment with us. Special thanks to the Morris County Ceremonial Unit for presenting our nation's colors, to our national anthem vocalists, Shara Vodapelli and Shara Durba. A student, the first Shara, Vodapelli is a student in the county's Healthcare Science Academy, and Shara Durba is a student in our Finance and International Business Academy. I also would like to say thank you to our bagpiper, Sergeant Robert McDermott of the Morris County Prosecutor's Office, and to Reverend Sidney Williams, pastor of Bethel AME Church of Morristown, for his blessing on our celebration. And actually, the Reverend had to get to another event, so he apologized that he was going to sneak out early this evening. I would also like to congratulate freeholder Hank Lyon, who was sworn in today for another term on the board, and to John Cesaro for being selected the board deputy director, and to John Pecoraro for his 5th term as surrogate. Thank you to all of those who have made a hand in organizing this meeting, and to the county administrators, department directors, staff, and all our county employees for their dedication and hard work throughout the year. Also, thank you to Aramark and Sodexo for their this evening's refreshments. But before I go on with my remarks, I wanted to take a moment. As many of you know, that former freeholder and director of this board at one time, James O'Brien Jr., passed away on December 26. He was a driving force behind the victims' rights in New Jersey, and most near and dear to his heart was the creation of the Deirdre O'Brien Child Advocacy Center, named after his loving daughter, who was so violently killed in 1982. ostensibly in the site, purchase of property, and the subsequent construction of the new Morris County Correctional Facility. He spearheaded the regionalization of the Juvenile Detention Center, and I'd like to take a moment in silence for his memory. Thank you. First, let me wish everyone a healthy and happy New Year. Thank you again for coming today. I'm especially grateful to my good friend, Assemblyman Anthony Bucco, for being here to swear me in. Thank you, Tony, and thank you for your kind words tonight. I'm also grateful to my family and to my friends from Roxbury who are here today. My husband, Bob, our children, Scott and his wife, Nicole, our daughter, Laura Jean, and her husband, Tim, and our youngest son, Robbie, have been supportive of my role in government this past year and for the 8 years before that in Roxbury. But I've truly tested their patience, love, and support over the past month while trying to balance our family traditions and my role here as a freeholder. I should also mention that our granddaughter, Colette, while only 2 years old, also noticed that Grandma was not around much. I'd also like to take a minute at the start of this new year to acknowledge the service of brave men and women in our military, our veterans, and the families of those who have made the ultimate sacrifice to keep us safe. Thank you, and God bless you. I'd also like to acknowledge the service of those men and women here at home, our first responders, our law enforcement personnel, our firefighters, our EMS, and our healthcare workers. To all of them, I wish you a very peaceful and safe New Year. I'm honored to be your freeholder director. I'm also aware of the responsibilities that come with this position. They are responsibilities I take very seriously, and I will do my utmost to carry them out. There are many people, some in this room and others who are not, who have provided me with wise counsel, good advice, and words of encouragement over the past many long weeks. Without their unwavering support, I would not be here today. I want to thank them for their confidence and trust, even when I questioned the path we were on. The road to get to this place, to say the least, was an interesting one and not easy. It took a lot of twists and turns. There were numerous detours, flashing warning signs, bumps in the road, and yes, even a couple of speed traps. By the way, I'm noted as the air transportation person, planes, trains, and automobiles, so I had to get that in. But here we are. It's an interesting intersection, a crossroads. We face a very important decision. Where do we go from here? For some, the answer may seem an insurmountable problem, tricky to navigate, sometimes described as the place that you can't get to from here. But for me, the course we must take is simple. We must choose to put the interests of the people and our municipalities of Morris County above all other considerations. We must be guided by the fact that we are here because we are elected to represent the people of Morris County, to keep the public trust, and to act on their behalf. As I said, this is a commitment I take very seriously, one I fully intend to honor. To do that, I will be looking to all of you for help, everyone on this dais and in this room, and in all the municipalities around our county. The people of Morris County deserve nothing less and, in fact, demand much more. They have a right to expect us to work together, to do our jobs, and to provide them with the essential county services at a reasonable price. That's why I will be focused on delivering a responsible budget, one that does not place any unnecessary burden on taxpayers who are already overwhelmed by an unacceptable high taxes, but will also be focused on supporting the essential services that our residents rely on us to provide, things like maintaining and improving our infrastructure, our roads, our bridges, our railroads, so that Morris County continues to be a great place to live and can facilitate commerce. Economic development so that we can continue to attract businesses and jobs to our county. Public safety so that our residents feel safe in their homes and on our streets. Education so that our children can compete in an increasingly competitive job market. And providing services that meet the basic needs of the less fortunate among us so that they have an opportunity to become contributing members of our community. In short, we're here to maintain the quality of life in Morris County, a way of life that makes it a great place to live, work, and raise our families. Importantly, we will focus on supporting the many communities that make up Morris County and to assist them where they struggle with maintaining acceptable level of local services. The leaders of our municipalities look to us, the freeholders, to understand how difficult it's been and continues to be for them to maintain essential services as they are asked to assume a greater and greater share of the burden of funding those services. As I said earlier, to accomplish these goals, we need everyone's help. Where there was competition, we'll need collaboration. Where there was distrust, we'll need a new spirit of cooperation. Only with everyone pulling together and with the hard work of many can we hope to live up to the trust of the people of Morris County have placed in us. As I assume the position of Freeholder Director, I am hopeful that we can accomplish these goals. I'm confident because I know my fellow freeholders. They are committed, as I am, to serving the residents of Morris County. I have come to know them as honorable, hardworking, and dedicated individuals. It's been my pleasure to serve with them this past year, and I look forward to working with them in 2015. I'm also confident because I've come to know and respect the people who work for our county government. It has been my experience that they are dedicated and committed professionals who go above and beyond to provide the highest level of municipal services. We are very fortunate to have them. Today, thanks to the hard work of many dedicated people before us, Morris County is a model for other counties with a growing economy, a well-educated workforce, a park system second to none, and a quality of life that others envy. It's our responsibility to protect that quality of life and to build on our past achievements. So that's the message I want to leave with you today. Let's join together to live up to the trust the public has placed in us. Let's demonstrate that we can place the needs of the county above all other considerations and work together. My commitment to you is that I will do everything in my power as the new Freeholder Director to bring us together, and I will work with everyone who is willing to roll up their sleeves and commit themselves to doing the people's business. Again, I'm honored and humbled to be your Freeholder Director. Thank you again for being here today, and once again, I wish all of you a happy and prosperous new year. I've lost where I am.
You're at you.
Yeah, okay. Do I have, oh yes, Deputy Director.
Yes?
Would you like to give any comments?
Sure. How do you follow Kathy? I mean, it's great speech. You know, before I start off tonight, I just wanted to just say to everybody in your prayers and your thoughts, you know, tonight and in the future, just remember last year we lost two very close people to Morris County. One was obviously our former clerk, Joan Bramhall, and the former clerk of the Freeholder Board, Eileen St. John. So I ask that in this new year you always keep them in your prayers. Good evening. I would like to thank everyone, members of the public and dignitaries alike, for taking the time to be here tonight. In particular, I'd like to thank my wife, Melissa, and my two boys, Jake and Braden. I would also like to thank my mother, Frances, my father, Frank, my grandmother, Elizabeth, who will be celebrating her 100th birthday next Friday, and my cousin, Rosanna. Also, I'd like to especially thank Senator Panaccio for being part of the swearing-in ceremony, and I'd like to thank his wife, Diane Panaccio, for letting him come out tonight. So thank you. I would also like to send out a heartfelt thank you to my colleagues for the honor of having me serve as Deputy Director and look forward to the work ahead in 2015. Thank you all. It has been a pleasure serving the residents of Morris County, and I would like to take this opportunity to present some of the issues that I would like to focus on this year. First, I want to continue Morris County's reputation as the premier transparent county in the state of New Jersey. As the cost of living in New Jersey continues to escalate, elected officials are continuously faced with a barrage of spending and policy-making decisions. At the same time, the public wants to know how and why their tax dollars are being utilized in a certain way. Therefore, I will continue my efforts with the Morris County Transparency Work Group in order to keep you, the public, informed of what we are doing in county government. Second, last year I began some cursory exploration on how we can improve the integrity of the way we do business in Morris County. Between raising a family and work, I expended time researching how we could accomplish this goal. While doing this, I realized that while we may improve the integrity of how Morris County does business, people are still wary of government in general. I'm an attorney, and I read case law and statutes on a constant basis. At times, I find myself hesitant about a decision and therefore need to ask questions. For the most part, government employees and elected officials have guiltless intentions, but may need to ensure that the path they are choosing is the right one. In short, while it is imperative to continue examining the integrity of the way we do business in the county, our behavior, not just the process, must be above reproach. We must set the example. Finally, over the years, we have been working hard to watch spending while maintaining the excellent services provided to our residents. And of course, that's all thanks, starting from the top with John Bonani and Kathy Bird and all the directors and all the employees in the county. However, there could come a time where every dollar saved will affect a dollar of critical services. One service on my radar in the new year is the Marsview Nursing Home. It is a facility that has provided a critical service for many years, and I plan on supporting its future and options to maintaining that future. These are just some of the prominent issues that I'll be focusing on in the new year. Naturally, Morris County will keep us all busy on many fronts. I just want to end by thanking everyone for coming. God bless you all, and good night.
Can I have a motion to approve the resolutions?
I'll move resolutions 1 to 89.
A second?
Second.
Thank you. Please do the roll call.
Freeholder Cabana.
Yes to all.
Freeholder Scapicchia.
Yes to all.
Freeholder Crickus.
Yes to all.
Freeholder Lyon.
Yes to all.
Freeholder Mastrangelo.
Yes to all.
Deputy Director Cesaro.
Yes to all.
Director DeFillippo.
Yes to all. And now I'd like to start with comments by the freeholders. I'm sorry, Freeholder Crickus, why don't we start there?
Well, I want to wish everybody a happy and healthy and prosperous new year. It's an honor serving as a Morris County freeholder, and I'm immensely grateful to the support of our county administration and of all of our county employees. And I'm especially thankful and grateful for the support of my wife, Carolyn, here, and my daughter, Casey. My other daughter, Kelly, had a work commitment tonight. An interesting thing about all three is that they serve as volunteers, as EMTs with the Long Valley First Aid Squad. And at about 3:30 today, guess what went off? So it was a choice between saving someone or coming here to listen to speeches. So fortunately, the call ended early and they were able to come down here tonight. My wife tells me how helpful Washington Township police officers are when they go on calls. As a former mayor and now as a freeholder, I've worked with law enforcement for over 20 years. And I've seen over and over again the skill, the fairness, and the dedication of these professionals. I just want to say that I stand with the thin blue line. I stand with our police officers. In regards to my first 2 years as freeholder and our accomplishments on the direction of county government, let me start with one word: grunt. Yes, grunt. Experiences at a young age influence the rest of one's life. When I was 17, I joined the Marines, and my MOS, or military occupation specialty, was infantryman, and we called ourselves grunts. The origin of this term is a sound that you make when you put 100 pounds of equipment on. Now, I'm not going to make the Howard Dean mistake and audibilize it, so I'll stop there. It was grunt work that was the key to achieving a 0% tax increase, reducing $10 million a year in debt, and smaller government focused on essential services, including doubling the paving of the county roads from 17 miles a year to 33 miles a year. All goals that were achieved the past 2 years, and I'm confident we can achieve in 2015. Serving on the Budget Committee, chaired by Freeholder Lyon, we achieved a zero tax increase, starting with the vision of smaller government and more efficient government. Then working with our administration and county employees, finding better ways to get the job done for less, usually by not replacing people who left, for the most part by retirement. As an example, the county library was able to save $500,000. While there are challenges in 2015, as there are every year, another zero tax increase can be achieved, but it will require long hours of grunt work. In preparation for the 2015, the 2014 Budget Committee has achieved a roadmap for savings. First, there are vacant positions existing and soon to be realized that will not need to be filled, about $1.8 million. Some $1.2 million in savings from the debt service, as Freeholder Scapicchio, as chair of the Capital Committee, has reduced our spending in the capital area. And also about $1.2 million more in savings and health benefits that we achieved through some tough negotiations. There should be an arduous line-by-line review of the budget, again, grunt work, in order to find more savings. Last year we went through this process. We were able to find $1 million in expense reductions. So altogether, the outgoing Budget Committee presents the new Budget Committee with some $5 million in savings towards a zero tax increase while still providing essential county services. In conclusion, I'm very proud of my first 2 years of freeholder, having delivered no tax increase, reduced debt by some $30 million, and doubling our road repaving program. In addition, we have reformed county government. We record our meetings now, and we eliminated health benefits for new freeholders, which means me. And 20 years ago, I never signed up for health benefits. I never even signed up for the pension. That's not why I feel we should be serving. These are policies that lead the way for New Jersey. We're taking full advantage of Governor Christie's toolkit. I see most of our legislators have left, but I would thank them if they were here. Maybe they're outside eating. And let me state clearly that I do not believe we need a tax increase in 2015. We have those $5 million of savings. There's more grunt work that can be done to find additional savings. We can have a third year of zero tax increase. It's within our grasp. It's what we promised, and it is what the people elected us to do. Thank you, and God bless.
Freeholder Mastrangelo.
Thank you, Director. Well, good evening and welcome again to the 2015 reorganization meeting. Congratulations to Hank Lyon, who we saw sworn in tonight for his second term to the board, and congratulations to Kathryn DeFillippo as director to the board, and also congratulations to John Cesaro. I'd like to thank Diane Ketchum, Susan Allard, Janet Donaldson. They keep the back room of the freeholder office going, and they do a great job. And Diane, where's Diane? Diane, I hope I wasn't too much of a pain in the you know what. You guys did a great job.
She's lying.
Thank you to John Benani, Kathy Bird, all the department heads, all our county employees for all the hard work
and dedication during the past year, and for that matter, every year. You all are what makes Morris County the best county in New Jersey and one of the best counties in the country. It's one of the greatest places to live, work, and raise a family. I also want to thank all the municipal leaders and employees for serving their fine citizens and contributing to making Morris County so great. Sorry, I didn't have the mic on there. Most importantly, I want to, and she's not here tonight, so Amy Bucco, make sure you tell her I did thank her. I want to thank my wife Debbie and my children Chris, Brittany, and Michael for all their love, help, and support. It has been a real honor and privilege for me to have served as Freeholder Director for the last 2 years. I did not take the responsibility lightly, and I sincerely appreciate the confidence my colleagues had placed in me over that time. I thank my Freeholder colleagues for their hard work and the results that this board delivered in total. We have a record that is unmatched in recent history by delivering 2 consecutive years of tax reductions, reduced spending, and a $64 million debt reduction plan which should occur over the next several years. While providing excellent financial reductions, we continue to deliver all the services with quality and integrity. As you heard Freeholder Crickus mention, we increased road paving, previously delivering 17 miles on average annually to 33 miles in 2014. All these positive results did not come easy. It was due to the hard work from our Budget Committee, Freeholder Crickus, Freeholder Lyon, and myself, and the Capital Review Committee of Freeholders Capicchio, DeFillippo, and Cabana. I want to thank Freeholder David Scapicchio for his fine leadership as Deputy Director and for his friendship and for being a great wingman. A year ago, I spoke about the trust that is placed in us as freeholders and by those who elect us and the importance of keeping our promises. As I look back over the year that just concluded, I can report this evening that we did keep our promises. At the start of last year, my goals and those of my fellow freeholders included making the right decisions to reduce county government spending and to hold the line on taxes, and we did. In 2014, we promised to adopt a county budget that contained a 0% increase in taxes, the second time in 16 years, while maintaining critical county services with quality and integrity, and we did. At the start of last year, our goals included carefully managing our capital budget and developing and implementing a multi-year debt reduction plan, but still the county's ongoing capital needs were met, and we did that. We said we would protect the county's AAA bond rating, and we did. Moody's and Standard & Poor's issued a county a AAA rating for the 41st year in a row with a stable outlook. At the start of 2014, we said our goals included implementing new strategies to reduce costs and improve how we deliver county services through technology, and we did in several areas through information technology. We reduced the county's yearly telecommunication cost. We improved the operational efficiencies of the county's telephone service while reducing operational costs as well. We also deployed various IT systems throughout Morris County, improving how we deliver services and reducing cost of those services and reducing the quality of that delivery. The Freeholder Board is a partner with the Morris County Chamber of Commerce and funded the Morris County Economic Development Corporation, which is working to retain the jobs we have and attract new jobs to Morris County. Last year, I promised to meet with executive corporate leaders with the help of Paul Boudreau. Is Paul here, or did Paul leave? Here. Thank you, Paul. And we made calls on those business leaders to commit Morris County support for the business community and to understand more of what is needed to accommodate them here in Morris County. During 2014, whether large or small, Paul and I visited businesses where there was significant economic growth investments in Morris County. In October, Paul and I delivered Alcoa in Dover when they announced plans to expand jobs as a result of securing a major contract for the F-35 Lightning II fighter jet, where here in Morris County, they will manufacture key components for that fighter jet. Bayer Healthcare opened its new worldwide headquarters in Whippany, housing 2,500 jobs. In December, Ferring Pharmaceuticals opened its headquarters in Parsippany, adding over 500 jobs. And one of my favorites that Paul and I visited with the governor, actually, was Carlo's Bakery, the cake boss, who opened up another one of his shops right here in Morris County. Hey, Paul, did you get the cannolis? As we begin the new year, we will work to make the right decisions to continue to move the county forward while we seek to hold the line on the amount raised in taxes to operate county government, restrain spending, and still deliver necessary public and quality of life services Morris County citizens expect. In 2015, we intend to adopt a budget that is prudent and sound. We will do this without harming those who are in most need of our assistance. Our goal of limiting capital project spending will further reduce the total debt owed by the county, and that in turn will help the county maintain its AAA bond rating. I will continue to serve as liaison to the Morris County Chamber, and along with Paul Boudreau, I intend to meet with more corporate leaders and recommit Morris County support of the Morris County of the business community, with the intent to retain and bring more jobs to Morris County. I will also serve on the Budget Committee and the Shared Services Committee, and as liaison to Information Technology. I will work with our CIO to implement new additional technologies to reduce the cost on how we deliver services to county government. I will also serve as a member of the a member of the Board of School Estimate, Deputy Liaison to Law and Public Safety, to the Clerk's Office, Board of Elections, Public Information, and Social Media, and the Housing Authority. I will also chair the Transparency Committee. Once again, during these challenging economic times, we must keep our promise to deliver more efficient and smaller government without compromising necessary services for our citizens. As we enter the new year, I will work diligently with all of my fellow freeholders to ensure that Morris County remains a great place to live, work, and raise a family. Once again, thank you for your support, and have a great new year. Take care.
Thank you. Freeholder Lyon?
Members of the Freeholder Board, distinguished guests, fellow citizens. In anticipation of taking the oath of office, I have reflected on the many developments that have occurred since the first time I was sworn in as freeholder. Over the past 3 years, the Freeholder Board has espoused principles of limited government and have taken actions that have promoted prosperity. We sought guidance from many of you, and generally, because of your help, our decisions have been positive and in the best interest of the people of Morris County. The Freeholder Board has never avoided taking on difficult problems confronting the county. In 2013, we recognized the need to control taxes, spending, and debt, and we took the issue head-on. For my part, I served as the chairman of the Budget Committee, and I am proud of our record on delivering 2 consecutive budgets that froze taxes, controlled spending, and reduced debt nearly 10%. These budgets were strategic. While continuing to provide necessary services, while increasing in multiple areas, including roads, and nearly $1 million of additional revenue for local nonprofits. One of the most difficult issues facing the county today is the division between the Freeholder Board and the Sheriff's Department. There is even a rift amongst members of the board as to how to handle the conflict. Yet let's remember that the Freeholder Board and the Sheriff's Department have had a long history of cooperation, trust, and accomplishment. Our partnership can be restored. Our citizens expect it. I fought tough election battles in order to address this very kind of issue for our citizens. Freeholder Director, I believe that I can be an important part of normalizing relations with the Sheriff's Department, and I look forward to being a part of the resolution. Ladies and gentlemen, 2015 can be a great year for Morris County. I could say thank yous for the rest of the night to all the people who helped me be a part of this great organization for another 3 years. Since I can't name all of you, I'll have to settle by thanking my family, our incredible staff here at the county, led by John Bonani, the Republican Party and all the members of it throughout Morris County, led by our chairman, John Cesaro, my colleagues on the Freeholder board, led by Kathy DeFillippo, and Sam Morris, who I just found out is actually, it's his 22nd anniversary with his wife, so apparently I'm in trouble for asking him to swear me in. But I want to thank him for being a true friend for the last 3 years that I've known you. So thank you, everybody. God bless, and I'll see you in the new year.
Freeholder Scapicchio.
Yes, thank you. Good evening, Happy New Year, and thank you all for coming out this evening. Let me begin by congratulating Hank Lyon as he begins a new term on the Freeholder Board, and John Pecoraro, who was sworn in tonight for his 5th term as surrogate. I would also like to thank everyone who had a role in putting this evening's meeting together. Last year at this time, I said maintaining Morris County's infrastructure was going to be a priority, and it was. In 2014, this board increased the county's capital budget and expanded the county's road resurfacing program to enable more than 32 miles of county-maintained roadways to be repaved. That was up from the 23 miles repaved in 2013, and an increase over the average of 17 miles in prior years. And we did this while still reducing the county's debt by more than $8 million. Later this month, we will introduce a capital budget for the year ahead, and maintaining our infrastructure will continue to be a priority for this board. 2014 saw this board adopt the county budget, which for the 2nd year in a row had a 0% increase in county taxes, and which maintains services that are critical to county residents. This past summer, the county had its AAA bond rating reaffirmed with a stable outlook. In 2015, we will continue our fiscally conservative and responsible approach to county government spending. 2014 saw our working relationship with the business community, represented by the Morris County Chamber of Commerce and the Economic Development Corporation, enhanced. These organizations are the backbone of the business community in the county, and in 2015 we intend to continue our partnership with them. Over the past few years, as we have reprioritized our spending, we have had to ask our department directors in every county government agency to make permanent reductions in their budgets. And while we truly appreciate their cooperation, we also owe a great deal of thanks to our county government workforce. These dedicated employees consistently demonstrate their professionalism as they diligently serve the citizens of this county. I applaud and appreciate our county employees and offer them a heartfelt word of thanks. Each of the 7 members of this Freeholder Board is a unique individual. And while we may have differences and disagreements, we do share common ground. And that is what makes Morris County a place that our children and their children will love and enjoy as we do. By working together, we can make this happen. Thank you, good night, and Happy New Year's to everyone.
Freeholder Cabana.
Thank you, Director. Going last out of 7 other speeches, I can just see by the looks on everyone's face that we're really ending this, so I assure you my comments will be brief. I'd like to begin by thanking Hank on his re-election to the Freeholder Board, and to Kathy and her selection as Director, and to John as Deputy Director. And for all of you here this evening, I wish you all a very happy and healthy New Year. 2014, New Jersey hosted the Super Bowl, and the Department of Law and Public Safety was an active participant in New Jersey's efforts. Our operations center during Super Bowl week in February was manned the week prior to the commencement of the Super Bowl, because we had the Denver Broncos playing here in Morris County, and we were entrusted with their safety and security. Also, members of the Morris County OEM and Law and Public Safety staff, as well as our partners from the Sheriff's Office, Prosecutor's Office, and local municipal public departments, joined the OEM in having an active monitoring week of operations to ensure no disruption in New Jersey. There were also several other task forces of which our local law enforcement participated to ensure that the experience of the Super Bowl was one that was well attended and one that went very well and showed well for New Jersey and Morris County in particular. Also in 2014, we had a little Ebola issue, and Morris County again stepped up to the plate through our Division of Health Management. The Freeholders instituted the Morris County Infectious Disease Response Team, which really served to coordinate all of the agencies and act as an interface between the state and the federal government in ensuring that our residents were well protected. Finally, shared services was another goal of the law and public safety. And the medical examiner completed the 4th year of our inter-county contract with Sussex and Warren counties. We had over 1,400 medical examiner calls throughout the years, and we've saved approximately $150,000 again this year. So this has been a real plus for the 3 counties involved. The Division of Health Services also expanded providing health services to 2 more municipalities this year, that being Morristown and Montville. That includes the addition of Denville, Morris Plains, and Boonton Township to the list. And the services that we provide are to communities, public health administration, health education, public health emergency preparedness, to name some of the things. And the County Division of Health Services is also available to talk to any other municipalities who would like to see county offering of this service. I'd like to echo the comments of my colleagues in as much as this board, you're going to see us act unified this year. We need to act in the best interest of the taxpayers of Morris County. There may not have been some of that in the past year, but I think all of us through the last month or so have really come to the reason and ability that we can act as one for the residents of Morris County to do the right thing and do the best things for the taxpayers. In closing, I'd like to wish each and every one of you a very happy and healthy New Year and look forward to working with you in 2015.
Does any of the staff have anything they'd like to add tonight? No. Do we have someone for the benediction? Okay. Then may I, before I seek a motion to adjourn, I want to invite everyone to a reception that we'll have outside. We'd love to be able to chat with all of you. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved. Second.
Thank you. Do we need a roll call? Okay, thank you.
Aye.
Aye.